sea fishing. Join me on the rocks tonight on Anglesey. Tonight I'm going to be targeting some conger and Huss. Going to be fishing big all night. Big mackerel baits, mackerel squid baits. It's quite calm conditions, but I am due a lot of rain later, so I've come dressed up just because I know I'm going to get soaked at some point tonight. This mark could turn into a bit of a waterfall behind you if it rains too hard, so we'll stick it out for as long as we can. We're an hour away from high water now. We're going to get set up. I'm going to fish one rod to start off with because the tide pull's quite strong here. There's not much of a swell on today, so we should be okay, but I've still got to keep my eyes on what's coming towards me for the next 2 hours. Because there are some breaker waves coming towards me, but they're safe tonight to be down here. I'm out the wind, southwest wind's coming over my head. I should be alright. So go through the rigs and baits, set up, and we'll get fishing. Just got down on the rocks now, just setting up. Darkness has come quite quick tonight, to be honest. I thought I'd get down here with half an hour of daylight, but as soon as I got down here it was dark. So conger tonight, really, to be honest. Conger, bull Huss, and I'm going to throw a big bait far out as well later on and see what else we can pick up. Still got high hopes of this mark, but you never know. Basic 8/0 single short shank hook onto about a foot of 150 pound line. Just a running ledger rig, that's all I use here. Very small, see what it looks like. Conger takes the bait, it will give me a bit of slack, but not so much slack where the conger's going to go into his hole. Usually, see the first bite, set my radget, hear it, I tend to pick my rod up, wait, feel for the thump, and then I strike the fish. And hopefully I can get it out with a single hook. I don't like pennels for congers because they're really hard to get out with a pennel, to be honest. A single hook's just so much easier to remove from the fish, and I'm not here to kill fish, I'm just here for fun. So hopefully we might get a good sized one tonight, you never know. I've had them up to 20 off this mark, which is quite good for Anglesey. Probably poor for other areas, to be honest, but around Anglesey, anywhere between sort of 10 and 15, 20 pound will be a good sized conger eel. So that's our main catch tonight, and then we're going to target some bull Huss, and we'll see what else is about, you never know. If I can hold bottom, I want to get one out as far as I can straight away into the deep channel just over high water. But as the tide pulls back here, I'll probably just go down to my conger rods just for a couple of hours. So we'll get this baited up. Right, so we'll just make a mackerel and squid cocktail up first. Some nice just frozen mackerel today. The time I got up here tonight, I would rather have fresh, to be fair, but I had no time to go and fish for fresh today. We'll just get a mackerel out. What I do is I'll use the heads on another rig on a pennel and throw that one further out. And I'll just take a tail section like that, make a slit up it so I can get my hook in. I tend to set my hook about halfway down for the conger. So I want it to mouth the bait, take it, and make sure it goes in its mouth. I've also got, what else we got here? Some lovely great big dirty squid, which is what I love this stuff. Brilliant for conger eels. I don't like the little squids everyone's selling at the moment. It's hard to get this big squid now. I'll show you what they look like. I think most people will be happy to catch that, but full of gunk, full of scent. That's kind of what I want. Take its head off, I'll fish with that later. I tend to take quite a decent chunk. I want quite big baits tonight. I don't want to hook a dogfish if I can. It's quite hard for me to see at the minute with my light off and just the camera light on. I haven't filmed for quite a while either, so bear with me. So, section of squid, basically. If I can find the rest of the mackerel, whatever I did with that. Here we are. So just take my 8/0 hook. I'll just set that into the base, but I want it quite proud as well. The little slits just there, literally just to hold the bait like that. I'll put some bait elastic around it. I like a good chunk of mackerel for conger. Who knows, I mean, we might just end up with little conger eels tonight. We might end up just being bit by dogfish all night. It is what it is, or we might get that good sized conger. At the end of the day, that's why we all come fishing. So I'll just put some bait elastic around this. So literally just a big chunk of mackerel, something that really bait size wise that only a big fish is going to get in its mouth. If I start getting little rats and taps all night, I'll just ignore them basically until I hear that ratchet go and I really do get a good bite. So I'll just set my bait like so, good sized chunky mackerel. Just put a bit of that squid on the side. You can see this kind of size of the bait. It's very oversized bait this, but I'll play around with them. If I start getting what I think are little conger bites, I'll shrink the baits down a little bit. But this is really what I like to use for the bigger conger if we can get one. We might not. Just give that a little bit more bait elastic. So that's the first bait out tonight. Quite a big chunky bait. Hook's quite proud. Hopefully the conger comes in, nibbles the end of the bait, and then as it takes that, I'll be able to strike it and hook it, hopefully. Say, little short trace, nothing long, and that's it. Might just trim the sides up a little bit actually. Might just trim that back end up. Pick it up a little, get a bit more sense out that mackerel. There we go. That's it, so that's the type of bait we're going to use today. Well, just in time for the rain to start. Fantastic, but I'm here regardless. I get wet tonight, so I get wet. Just going to give this conger bait a little flick out. You can't cast off this mark. There's a big steep ledge right behind me, so simple thumps tonight. Probably about 30-40 yard cast. Leave that out for a few hours, well, half an hour, see what happens, pull it back in, make sure the baits aren't stripped. Let's get cast out. Right, so we'll get settled in for the night now. One rod out for probably a couple of hours, and then I'll bait a bigger bait up and try and get that out far if I can and see what's out there, see if we can get a bullus or something else would be nice, but you never know. Not at this mark, I don't think, but it's worth a go. Yeah, so I've got about 40 minutes to high water, so I'm staying quite far up at the moment. I'll show you how my rod stand's anchored into the rocks as well, so if we do get away, we won't be going anywhere, hopefully. We'll show you that now, actually. I've got my net ready for landing a fish. I literally don't look for bites, I just listen for the ratchet. I'll hear it go, and that'll tell me to get my head torch on. Because I like to save light, I do like to sit in the dark. Talking to the camera's a bit hard because it adjusts my eyes when I don't want to be blind when I land the fish. But yeah, first baits are out. I'll show you how I anchor my rod and what gear we're using today as well. So, find a little crack in the rock. So my rod stand is there, anchored in completely. It ain't going anywhere. What have we got? My slosh 30s out today, £30 line. I always say this, but that's what I'm listening for if a conger bites rather than to see a bite. I have my old trusty, a bit hard to walk on this tonight, it's quite slippy, trusty Tip Tornado Sports. These are well past their best to be honest, but they're great rods, they're still going strong this. Right, you should be able to see the swell down there, that's my landing spot. I've got my drop net with me as well, spike boots, very slippy this tonight, so they're the conditions at the moment, they're actually quite good. So just approaching, should just be coming up to slack water now, so I'm going to chuck half a mackerel out on the pennel, see if that picks anything up. I'll just chop it down the side like I always do, just to bury the line in. I don't think this will be out for very long before the tide starts pulling, but who knows what's out there over slack. Let's give it a go. 8-0, short shank in the front, just bury the line in. And some bait elastic around there. Might pick a nice Huss up out there at the moment. Just give that some air. Tie that together with bait elastic. Say it's frozen mackerel today. Couldn't get any fresh, didn't come that early. Should have come early and gone spinning for fresh, but who knows. Basically, plenty of bait elastic around that. Make sure it doesn't come off, keep the crabs off it. There we go. So what I like to do, just trim the back up. So it's kind of like that shape. On the back of this, just got another short shank 8/0 hook. Get that 3 wraps around. Move that through the back of the bait. So you end up with 1 hook there and 1 hook there. Tie a bit of bait elastic around the back end and we'll cast that out. Basically, I have got a wire biting trace on here about 10 inches onto 200 pound mono and a 200 pound rig body. I've got to just tie my rotten bottom onto here as well because it's probably quite snaggy out there at the moment. There are patches of sand out there, so it's hit or miss. You can cast out, get your stuff back, or you lose your gear. The lobster pots tend to move around here as well at the moment they're out in the air, so it should be alright. Yeah, let's get this one cast out over slack water to see what happens. Well, just had the first little bit of interest on the conger rod. It'll probably be a little conger eel. There's quite a lot around here. I'm sure we'll get one. Or the dogfish, but not enough to pull the ratchet. So good knocks, but no click. So we'll just ignore that. Hopefully a bigger one will muscle in on it. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. Go for a 20-minute cast, pull it out, see what the bait's like. Start getting snagged up, I'll start tying bottoms on, but I generally get away with it here, but we'll see what it's like. So I've had a few casts now. I had one really good take before, and it was definitely a big Pollock bite and just smashed me, but he wasn't getting that mackerel down him. I had him on for a little bit, but he got off the hook, surprisingly. Yeah, quite quiet so far, about an hour after the high tide now. I'm just really waiting for the tide to calm down. It's pulling like a train still, so hopefully they'll come on in an hour and we'll see some bites. Yeah, so what's happening with Starfish sea fishing? I took a few months out, wasn't really feeling it anymore. I wanted to get back to basics, just explore what I was doing. I did a bit of beach fishing, managed to shore-caught toke this year, I was quite happy. We've been fishing some marks in some areas I don't want people to see either, so yeah, a lot of experience learned this year. Looking forward to next year. I will be going for the toke properly next year. I will be going back on the rocks as well. I've learned some beach marks, been blown off quite a lot, but yeah, it's a good learning curve for me. What else is happening? I've left Sea Glow, by the way. Just wasn't feeling it anymore with them, and thankfully Team Jerry's has took me on, so I'll be fishing for Team Jerry's now. Jerry's Fishing from Morecambe. They're going to sponsor me. I'll be putting about 2 videos a month out from now on. I feel more comfortable with 2 a month. I'm not going to do weekly videos. I do work full time as well, and you know, it's hard work doing the videos, editing. It takes me 12 or 14 hours to put one of these videos out. All the work that goes into it as well. The fishing's more important than the filming, so yes, Starfish sea fishing is coming back. I'll be having a couple of days off next week. I'll be back in the River Mersey. Hopefully target some rays, try and get my first codling out of the year. So that'll be a bit easier fishing than I'm doing today. But we're here today, we're after conger eels, that's what we're after today, or the bull Huss. So generally I know a few easier marks than this with bull Huss, but the conger I'm after today, so we'll see what happens in an hour. I'll get back to fishing and tune back in. Anyway, quite quiet so far, just watching the rods nod out there. Yeah, it's quite a tight, rough ground mark this. You can see the sort of ground we're walking on. To get to my other rods, I've literally got to go under my rod stand, which is quite fun. I'll show you the landing area down the bottom, it's just about to expose. Yeah, quite rough ground as you can see. A lot of climbing down here. I've got my net handy for when I land anything. And we'll just go down here, so it's show you how hard it is to walk on this stuff. We have to clamber down all the way down here. I'll set me net down there now. This area down here will expose later, and that'll be my landing ledge. But at the moment it's going to be quite hard to land the fish until I can get onto that ledge. But about 3 hours away from low. Right, all hell just broke loose there. Stone cold silent for 3 hours. Next minute my rod just goes boom. Quite happy with this. Yeah, good start. I'll show you what we've got now. Made up with it. It's quite a good sized fish actually. Let's get him up. So, good sized bullus there. Lovely looking fish. I think it's got to be a 10. It's got to be a double. It's got to be 10. So we'll give him away now. He's pretty angry as well. Lovely fish. Huss, hard to handle, but there you go. First fish out. So let's get this one weighed. He's got to be a double. He's got to be a 10. So we'll get him weighed anyway. Good fight, brilliant fish. Only just got him in. Single hook on the money ledge rig for Conger, about 20 yards out. There he is. So we'll be getting back out for that in a minute. Let's get him weighed. Hope I got enough camera light left there. I need to swap that camera light over, but I want to get the fish back, so it's more important. Let's just get him weighed. Get him in the sling. Sling's been zeroed. There he is. Give him a little weigh in there. If he wants to go in. He's got to be about £10. Let's get him weighed now. Turn the headlight on for a minute. Just come out again. Back in there, you. Took the bloody bait again. Get out. He took the bait off the floor. Must be hungry. Let's get him weighed. Huss have got to be the worst fish to handle. Oh God, that's quite good. £11 2 ounces. So I'm really happy with that fish. I knew he was a good size. Let's have another look. Yeah, I'll get the camera on it now. Hold on. If you can see that. Come out with the bag again. So here you go. Just move the scales around a little bit so you can see that. Oh, God, these fish are a nightmare. Let me hold them up. He will not stay still. He's sitting at around £11 4 ounces when I can keep him still. Oh, stay still. There you go, see the scales there, give them £11 4 ounces, £11 4 I'd say. But absolutely made up with that. Right, there you go. Absolutely over the moon with this. £11 4 ounces. Did try to get a good photograph of him, but these have got to be the worst fish to handle. They just want to turn in on you all the time. They're so strong, but really good size. £11.4, happy days. Just starting to rain now. Let's get him thrown back in, and we'll see if we can get a conger eel out. But good start to the day. I love wrestling with Huss. Lovely, lovely fish. There we go. Let's get him back. Right, so I'm quite happy with that. Nice bull Huss. Took about 3 hours to catch that. But that's the price you pay for fishing big. You've got to wait it out. I was ignoring all the little knocks, quite a lot of them, and all of a sudden, boom, my rod went. So that's quite a good Huss around Anglesey as well, so I'm more than happy with that fish. If that's the only fish tonight, I'm more than happy. Anyway, we've got about 2 hours left, maybe 2.5. I got rained on there for about half an hour, literally soaked to the skin. Next minute, as soon as the rain stopped, the bang, the fish were on, so we'll keep at it now and see if we can get that conger out now. We'll have a quick chat. It's just about to start raining again. I've got some very heavy rain forecast between 10 and 12 o'clock tonight. I'm approaching 10 now and not far off. I can feel the rain starting again. So it's just a race against the clock now. Can I get a conger out before I get rained off this rock? This type of fishing ain't for everybody, I'll tell you that for a fact. Make sure you know the mark well. Take your time, take it easy. Spike boots, appropriate clothing. Tell someone where you are as well. I always have a clock in time when I've got to be back to car at a certain time. I text my friend, and if I'm an hour late, he'll phone someone up and get someone out to see where I am. So I've got to leave at a set time tonight, which will be 12 o'clock. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. The stars have disappeared. Just remember as well, if you do like this type of content, I don't just do rock fishing. We fish beaches, proms, flatfish, everything. Whatever species I want to target on a given week, I'll go for it. Yeah, if you do like this type of content, please, when you look at the analytics, only 70% of viewers are actually subscribed, so please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get on with the fishing. No rain yet, so a bit frustrating this. I've had 2 good knocks, a really good pull down. I've grabbed my rod, gone to get it, nothing there, come back, bait's gone off the hook. Cast out the same spot again, and it's happened again. Bang bang, massive pull, nothing, no bait. So we're going for the 3rd time, and hopefully this time I'm just gonna pick the rod up as soon as I see the first little pull and try and feel that bite so I can hook him. But it does seem like there is a good sized conger down there. It was quite a good rod pull, it really went, but he's just managed to get the bait straight off the hook. I don't know how he's doing it, but that's twice now. But let's give it another go. Well, there you go. So I've been getting these hits all night, these rap hits, rap. I finally found out what it is. I'm quite happy with this actually. So the culprit of the day is a nice big pollock. Quite happy with that. Lovely fish. Yeah, pollock, that's what's been hitting me all night here. So maybe I should have come and fished a little bit smaller tonight, because I've had some quite big knocks, to be fair. That's took an 8-0 hook and a mackerel head. So it just shows you can catch fish, little fish on big baits. Superb looking pollock. Anyway, we'll give him a quick weigh and we'll let him back. Lovely fish. So been getting these bites all night, these very rap, bang, rap. I've said it was pollock all night, and guess what? Sure was. So there's a lovely sized pollock. Quite happy. Let's weigh him in, £2.12 ounces. I won't keep him out the water long. He's definitely going back. I'm not a big fan of pollock, so yeah, brilliant. Really good fish. Quite happy with that. Right, thank you very much for watching. I think that'll do me now. In a moment, it's raining now, it's 11 o'clock, got to be back to the car by 12. It's going to get quite heavy now. It's going to start coming down these rocks like a waterfall soon, and I've got to get back up that. So enough's enough for me tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, my uploads will probably be about every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, so don't be looking forward to weekly uploads. They will be fortnightly, so Thank you very much, and I'll see you again.